friends, Goddess of Awesome here, and today is my very first day back at home, and I went to the gym today and I met 3 new people. I got to spin next to a girl who was kind of new to our world, though she was not new to the teacher, right? She loves that instructor. We get attached to our instructors, people do. You know, we'll follow them. If they leave a gym, sometimes we'll leave that gym too, just to follow them wherever they go, because when you resonate with an amazing instructor, you can't recreate that. You know, it's hard to find somebody who can reach you, you know. So we love this particular instructor. He has amazing music always, and it just pumps you up, you know, it just pumps you up. So I got to sit next to this girl. I met her name. I got her name. She got mine. And then I introduced her to my best friend, right? Because that's what we do. You know, it kind of help. I love to create that standard of everyone learning each other's names and being friends. You know, there's a couple people in class who can sometimes, you know, I don't know how to word it, but I always try to be everybody's friend. Even if they don't want to be my friend, I'm still going to say hi to them, and hopefully they feel included. You know, I always want everyone to feel included in class. So at the end of class, also I met 2 other girls who are so cool, right? And they were talking about one of my other favorite teachers who's just amazing. I call him Hercules. That's not really his name, but he kind of looks like Hercules, and he definitely is a god type. He has that presence, you know. He's amazing. He can make things happen in class. It's just astounding. You know, my body has shifted majorly from working out in his class and rising up to the standard that he holds, which I just resonate with it so much. Can't get enough of his class, Mr. Hercules. So I think he's subbing tomorrow. That's cool. We're all gonna go surprise him. Tomorrow's Sunday. So he's gonna get a lot of his cool people show up, and I'm dying so bad to text him and be like, oh my God, I'm back and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. But we'll just leave it a surprise for now and rock his world when a whole bunch of, you know, tough, serious spinners show up. He's gonna probably smile really big, you know. We love him, as we love the person who taught today, you know. So let me get into something that I think is interesting and very necessary to speak about. So upon meeting my new friends today, they were telling me about a person in class, a female, who was dissatisfied with people saving bikes. Okay, you have to get to this gym crazy early to get your bike, and sometimes, because all of us know each other, we've been spinning with each other for months and months and months and months and months, you know, we're like a team, and we will save someone's bike, especially if we know they're just around the corner, they're showing up here in a minute. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know. So this happened while I was gone, right? These girls were sharing with me that a woman who was dissatisfied with someone sharing a bike decided that she was, you know, told someone else to go complain. And amongst that, she also decided to interject that the person behind the counter is creepy, that he was projecting sexual energy onto her, and that she found it really creepy. Now, I just want to say something right now. If that is true, absolutely, that's creepy, right? Nobody wants to go to a gym and have sexual energy projected onto them. You know, that's why, you know, I feel safe with my instructors. I don't feel like they're scoping me out, you know, when we do squats or whatever. You know, that's important. It's important to feel safe where you work out, you know? But here's what I want to say. It is never okay to create things, like invent stuff. Right? It's never okay to invent things to work for your favor. Like, this person was dissatisfied because someone has been saving a bike. Then she interjects that sexual energy has been misused. I think I would call that crying wolf, you know? If sexual energy, negative sexual energy was being projected onto somebody, absolutely you need to report that. You know? But here, what about this? What about if somebody is making that up? What if somebody decides to just be a jerk? And girls can be jerks. Being a jerk is not exclusive to male or female, right? Males can be jerks, females can be jerks, you know? I used to just think it was guys. No, chicks can be, it doesn't matter. It's not gender specific who can be a jerk, you know? So she was dissatisfied with bikes being saved, and then she throws in a sexual harassment comment that this great teddy bear who we all love, who works 5 days a week, he's always there in the morning, we all love him. He's got a wonderful sense of humor and a great presence, and I have never felt any ill sexual energy come from him whatsoever. Now, just because I haven't felt it, does that mean he hasn't given it to her? You know, I can't answer that, right? I mean, I don't know, but I'm gonna stick my neck out there and say, I don't think so. You know, I don't know what this woman looks like. I have no idea her age group or anything like that. But this person she was speaking about is a father of a daughter, you know. And I mean, not to say that fathers of daughters can't sexually abuse women or their own kid. I mean, that happens, right? But I'm going to say for this particular individual, I have never felt anything ill flicker off of his energy field. I've never felt any remote morsel of sexual imbalance from him. I've never felt he was ever leering, you know, ever. And I run around with my back open, you know. I mean, I spin, and some of my shirts have shredded backs, right? I call it my air conditioner, you know. I have never felt this person project anything ill sexually towards me or anybody else, you know. There's times we get out of class, I've seen one chick, I mean, she went behind the counter and hugged him, and I was like, oh my God, you're hugging him? It almost made me want to hug him. You know, he's such a great guy. He's such a teddy bear. He's such a great person, you know. So for those of you out there who think it's okay to cry wolf and say someone's sexually harassing you when they're not, shame on you. That is awful. Do you know how much you can mess up somebody's life with false accusations like that? You better get clear with yourself and figure out a better way to let your voice be heard. If you have grievances, then direct it in an appropriate manner. Do not ever think it's okay to create a story, to invent a situation, to project onto another person that you're being sexually harassed when you're not, when all you are is dissatisfied with something and you're upset, but oh, let's toss in sexual harassment too, because, you know, then we'll for sure get that guy fired or that chick. So I don't know what happened with that woman and this particular person, but I'm going to, again, stick my neck out there and say I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. And for anybody to misuse sexual energy in this manner, falsely accuse somebody of sexual harassment because you think it's powerful, you think that card will hold weight, you know, that's despicable. I can't even think of a name bad enough to call a person or to state a person is who does something like that. I'm going to say crying wolf. See, crying wolf does never help nobody. You know, we need as a society, we need to be strong enough in our mind. We need to have the mental fortitude to discern when should we make a move, right? If someone truly is sexually harassing you, then absolutely talk about it. Absolutely expose that person. Absolutely tell the person in charge what's going on, you know? But if you're just frazzled, or you're just pissed off, or you're just feeling like you're rubbed the wrong way, or you just didn't get your way, and so now you want to make it hard on somebody else, approaching that person or approaching the situation, projecting it's sexual harassment when it's not, that's ill. That's some mental illness right there, you know? Or maybe a personality disorder. You know, we need to leave space for that. You know, people have personality disorders. People have mental illness. You know, and then let's defend her for a second. You know, maybe she is a person who is very wounded, right? Maybe she hasn't dealt with her sexual abuse issues. You know, many people have been sexually abused. Many, far too many. I can't even give you a percentage. I'm going to say over 90%. Over 90% of us, you know? So maybe she had some of that in her history, you know? Maybe she was misreading some energy. Maybe she was creating it in her mind. You know, maybe it was real for her. I don't know. I can't. But this person I'm speaking of, the guy who she said is creepy, he's so not creepy. He's such a great, genuine soul, you know? So I'm just going to say that I am here to be the voice of many subjects on sexuality. And this is a topic I'm sure I will visit again. I will always be on the forefront of this. If you have any questions or you're dissatisfied with things or you know, you need to heal or you don't know who to turn to, you know, I can be that for you. I can be your friend like that. I can be that cool chick friend for the guys who have no chick friend to talk to. I can be that big sister, you know. Everyone needs a big sister at some point, you know. We all do. Like, I don't have a big sister. God, I wish I did. I wish I had a big sister. Growing up my whole life, I remember asking my mom, how come I wasn't born first? How come I wasn't born first? I don't think she ever knew what that meant, you know. My older brother was sexually abusing me. If I had been born first, maybe that wouldn't have happened, you know. So, I am a big sister. You know, I am stepping into my calling, and I absolutely believe this is my calling, this is my life's purpose, this is my work, right? To speak about so many issues, so many topics that people find so sensitive to speak about. Well, I absolutely feel drawn, I feel called to speak about this. You know, it took me a long time to gain my courage. I'm putting my face out there and my real name. My name is Sarah Sunshine, and I absolutely am the goddess of awesome. I am. I am that I am, and I know I am. I know, you know. So I gave up marijuana. It's been over 2 weeks now. And when I came home last night, oh God, did I want to smoke, right? I mean, mostly out of ritual. Like, I come home, I smoke. Maybe I'll smoke for 3 days straight, you know, just kind of unwinding. I didn't allow myself to do that yesterday. I sat in my chair and I fell asleep. And then I got up and then put myself to bed. And I just knew that I would feel better in the morning, right? I knew once I went to spin class, I'd get my high, and I totally have it. Endorphins is what I chase. Endorphins are my high. That's my high. I get drunk in spin class, right? I get high off of oxygen flooding my cells. You know, I think I reached an epiphany a few weeks ago. Oxygen is the most healing substance on the planet. If you have any malady going on, if you have any illness or sickness, I put almost money on betting that oxygen is going to help you feel better. It's going to help expel the illness. You know, pump your cells full of oxygen and watch the miracles unfold. You know, you can do it many different ways. You don't have to burn it out in a 60-minute spin class, you know, just stretching will pull oxygen into your cells. You know, I'm going to start doing videos on stretching for you. I'm going to take you to the spin studio. I'm going to show you some true, what I think is perfect form. I'm also going to go get myself certified as a spin instructor. So I'll do a video before I do that so I can tell you from the student's perspective of what I think perfect form is, and then I'll do it again once I'm an instructor, you know? So oxygen is the way. It absolutely is, you know. When you do massage therapy as a recipient, when you receive massage therapy, it increases your circulation, it increases the oxygen in your cells. That's another reason why you feel better, you know. Massage therapy releases endorphins, right? It's getting in there. So there's so many different ways that you can get oxygen to flood your cells. And that's my only thing now. That's the only thing I get to do. I haven't drank alcohol in over 2 years. I'm never drinking again. Just to smell it on people, it turns my stomach. I drank enough and my cells are tired of it. I would never voluntarily create a hangover for myself ever again. Hangovers are the worst. It's probably the #1 reason why I don't want to drink, you know? And now with the marijuana, you know, it's like my Lent. You know, I'm not Catholic, but when you know, Catholicism, sometimes, you know, there's Lent, right? We give up something that we love a lot, something that we really love. We give that up for so many days, right? As a sacrifice. So I have sacrificed something I really love, which is my precious herb. And I don't think it's a drug. It's definitely an herb. And I've sacrificed that for you. For me too, right? But mostly for you. Because when I'm speaking to you like this, which is going to be for the rest of my life, I'm going to always be making videos for you now. I need to be clear, right? I need to be the clearest channel possible for you. I need to have my brightness. I need to have my words be pearls, just pearls and gems, pearls of wisdom. You know, I don't want any fog getting in the way, you know. So my high now is just working out, so I might have to start doing it twice a day. I don't know. We'll see what my body can do. You know, when I become a spin instructor, maybe that will be enough. I'll get 1 class in for me and then I'll teach one. Maybe that's what it will be. Also, my horses are very uplifting, and my horses absolutely create endorphin release for me. So, you know, that's what it's going to be that's what it is for me now. It's horses and fitness and juicing. I'm going to do some juicing videos for you. I'm going to show you my secret weapons of all the things that I consume to help me sweat more in class, to satisfy some cravings, to get on the path of eating healthy, you know. So I'm going to share all this with you, you know, as I am a spiritual life coach, you know. I'm here for so many things, and I will share with you all things that I know about. You know, so I just wanted to say that. I'm going to wrap this video up. It's never okay to cry wolf. It's never okay to invent things and state things that aren't true. Sexual harassment is real. There's nothing to mess around with it. You do not just use that as something to say because you're upset. That kind of thing can ruin somebody's life forever. Tarnish their reputation forever. You know? The real people who are doing the bad stuff, projecting bad things, taking, you know, when you force sexual energy and you take sexual energy without permission, that's wrong. Absolutely, that's wrong. And yes, we can put that in the category of sexual harassment, 100%. But to misinterpret or falsely represent things and call it sexual harassment just because you're upset about something, you didn't get a bike that day. Oh, by the way, we didn't get a bike, and oh yeah, he's a creep, and oh, he projected sexual energy on me. Really? Oh, I really would like to know what this girl looks like. She probably, I don't know, I don't want to offend anybody, but you know, this guy, you know, if anybody out there is qualified to speak about sexual energy, I'm definitely going to say it's me. You know, there's others out there, but I'm definitely one of them, you know? I've been sexually abused as a child 14 years. I made it through that, I did profound healing process that I will share more in detail with you at some point. I've been a sex worker for 21 years. I've been a sensual massage, and 3 of those were a dancer, and dancers are sex workers. I don't care what anybody says. If you're an exotic dancer, you're in that, you're on the branch, you're in the tree. You definitely are, you know. I have been a sensual massage therapist for 18 years. I've never advertised as an escort. I have never put myself out there as an escort. I have never met somebody and then exchanged money for full service intercourse. I've never done that. I haven't. If you want to come see me, you're going to get a hand job. My upper body wouldn't be so jacked up if I wasn't jacking up guys, right? That's what essential massage is. If I had been using other parts of my body, I would be speaking to you about that right now, right? I would be telling you about the pelvis issues if I was using my sacred spot, and I never have. I've never used that. Like, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about, you know. Certainly there can be, you know, in anybody's career who only does sensual massage, you know, you may have met someone special and maybe you made an exception, but I'm going to say that's crazy rare, beyond rare, so rare. So rare. And if it happened just once or twice or a few times, does that make you an escort? I don't think so. Because you never met that way to begin with, and it probably was with somebody you'd seen a handful of times and you had a different kind of rapport with. I'm talking about meeting somebody for the first time ever and agreeing upon that on day 1. That's what I'm talking about. That's never happened. So, if there's somebody out there who's qualified to speak about sexual energy, I definitely am that. I'm a master of hand jobs. I have mastered the craft of sensual massage. I have given over 100,000 hand jobs, guaranteed. I did the math during this trip, easily over 100,000 hand jobs, you know. If I was a master of any other craft, I would be stating that to you, you know. But you're going to hear me at time and time and time and time and time again speak to you about hand jobs, because that's what I do. That's what I've known. I mean, that's what I have been doing up until now, you know. And being a person who has recovered from sexual abuse, I definitely can detect creepy sexual energy out there instantly. So this person she was accusing as being a creep, not even, no, absolutely not. I take personal offense for her to say that about him, because he's a freaking teddy bear. He's a really good guy. So I will not stand for that. I will not stand for any good person having awful things projected on them because the person saying it is spineless, right? If that woman had more of a spine, she wouldn't have never gone there. Now again, maybe she was a sexually abused person and everything that happens to her, she feels it's sexual torment, sexual abuse, sexual harassment. Maybe that's true for her. I don't know. You know, again, I don't know who the hell this woman is. I've never seen her. But when she's pointed out to me, I'm going to give you a follow-up. I'm definitely going to discreetly, I'm not going to project my stuff on her. I'm going to discreetly scan her energy field. You know, I'm very sensitive to energy fields. I have seen auras before. I'm very energy sensitive, so I'll be able to tell if she has something happening in there. And I won't know everything that's happened to her, but I'll be able to detect an imbalance if there is one, you know. So anyways, it's never okay to cry wolf. If you're going to report sexual harassment, you better let it be true, you know, and it's a very serious issue. We should absolutely be reporting and stopping sexual harassment, but we don't use that as a weapon. We don't use calling somebody a sexual predator or saying someone's sexually harassing you if they're not. That is never okay. And I will always be on the forefront of this. Always. I'm strong enough now. I absolutely am. I found my courage. My backbone strengthens every single day. I keep stepping into my personal power. I can feel it, you know. There's going to be a lot of serious issues to talk about, and I'll be speaking about them. I absolutely will. At some point, I'm sure I'll be doing interviews with people, facilitating healing with words, but also, you know, I'm a Reiki master, so I could definitely do energy work on people. You know, I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist. You know, I don't think I've shared that with you yet. I have a degree in that. You know, I understand the mind. I understand working with the mind. So what I don't understand is people falsely using sexual harassment to benefit them, to be advantageous to them, and hurt another person who doesn't deserve it, didn't earn it, and didn't do it, you know? So that's all I have to say about that. Obviously, I'm very passionate about this subject, and you will hear more about this at some point, but I'm going to wrap up this video for now because I'm going to go outside and hang out with my unicorns and brush them all down and pick their feet and give them some hugs and loves and go for a ride or two. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. So, bright blessings. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you found this video interesting at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to know more, please subscribe. And in the meantime, bright blessings and be well.